Right now I wanted to talk about phones and the smartphones that your kids have, and my kid has, one of them does, about how it is that you protect your kids from predators. And there's all kinds of other stuff you have to protect them from when you do introduce them into the world of technology like that. But Bob Lauder, a guy down in Orange County, as a matter of fact, is with mymobilewatchdog.com. And Bob, you have developed this app, which is really a way to protect kids from predators. Tell me how it starts.
Well, hi, Gary. First of all, a long-time listener, and good morning to everybody, all your listeners. My Mobile Watchdog is a product that was developed just about 8-9 years ago. And being an early mobile technology company, we were approached by some friends at the Orange County Sheriff's Department, believe it or not, and involving a case with an 11-year-old girl who was on vacation in SoCal. She was from Colorado Springs, Colorado. And while she was at the water park, she was approached by a 29-year-old man, and he convinced her to exchange phone numbers. And in the process of exchanging cell phone numbers, he started sending her lewd pictures and trying to coach her how to send him pictures. And back in those days, they really didn't have any tools to maintain the proper custody of evidence to make an arrest. So they came to us and said, Bob, we know you do mobile stuff. What can we do? So we created a product called Radar. And Radar's been used to convict approximately 2,000 child predators since we began that program.
Wow.
Around the country and even in some other countries. And then by popular demand, we ended up creating the My Mobile Watchdog product for parents. Well, that's kind of how we got started.
Well, that's a great start, too. I mean, that seems to be if meeting the need, I guess, is probably the best way to put it. How in the world does an app like that recognize who is a predator, though? I mean, how would I get an alert if yeah, go ahead. I'll let you answer the question before I go on.
Well, it's a complex subject. There are, and if I may, there's a number of dangers that children are subject to. Predators is one. Bullying right now, cyberbullying, you hear a lot about that in the news. There's this problem called sexting. And then there's a new and growing problem called sextortion, where the children are extorted to provide child pornography pictures, which, by the way, the biggest source of child pornography today comes from children. So having said that, each of these threats require sort of a different approach. Since our application was originally designed as law enforcement and created to, be enforceable in a court of law and so forth, it has as a core function, it basically records, documents, journals, and protects all the activity on the phone. So this would include phone logs, texting, messaging, pictures, and even applications that the kids run. So if you're a parent, what you do with this product is you approve all the contacts on your child's phone.
I see.
Somewhat like when we grew up, our parents had to know the neighbors before they let us hang out at the kid's house. So now you know who's in your child's life. And if any stranger sends an email, sends a picture, sends a text, makes a phone call to or from your child's phone, you receive an alert in literally real time with the content attached, if there was any content. So that allows the parent to respond immediately. Who is this person? Why are they talking to my kid? And we have found that is the number one deterrent to protect children from the most dangerous elements, which are things like predators.
And what if you did? I can imagine if I got a number, if someone tried to call my kid and I got their number on my phone and I called them right back and said, "Hey, why are you trying to call my kid?" That would nip in the bud plenty of potential predators. Or it's going to scare the crap out of a 13-year-old who's trying to call my son. Yeah, and as a matter of fact, parents will do that. Now, usually if it's between kids, it's a text message, right? If it's, but I've seen this in real time, sitting in a business meeting and watching my partner's phone ring and ring and ring and ring with these alerts. So she calls her son and says, "Who's this person that's calling you?" And he says, "Mom, I don't know. It's some stranger that says he wants to talk to his girlfriend. He's going to beat me up if I don't put her on the phone." So she had her husband give that gentleman a call. A lot of people don't know this, but
limit on the number of phone numbers that are out there. And as a matter of fact, the FCC does not allow any more numbers to be issued. So there's a lot of numbers that are being reissued. And so often when children get a new phone, is a recycled phone number. And can you imagine what is the number one reason why phone numbers go out of use?
Threats.
And people going away for a while. I'll put it to you that way. So we see a lot of activity where children are getting phone numbers, and they're getting calls from drug dealers. They're getting calls from nefarious people who think that number still belongs to their pal. So it's very important that parents know who's in their child's life.
Now,
law enforcement uses it a little bit different, but for parents, that's how it works.
Now, you also talk about My Mobile Watchdog and how it's used to collect evidence, and the data from that software that is then admissible in court. How do you collect the evidence? Do you have it available to you as a parent, or how does that work?
Well, some aspects of how we do this, we do keep confidential because we've created a number of protocols with law enforcement on how we do this. But yes, the parents have complete access. So here's what happens. Let's say you had a cyberbullying incident. Now, what would happen today is quite often the children delete their text, or they use Snapchat or something, and you go to call the principal and say, hey, this kid's harassing my kid, and he says, well, do you have any evidence? And quite often it's a he said, she said kind of a situation. But with this particular product, you can actually download a report, you can print it, you can bring it to the principal or the other parent, and by the way, it's evidence. And it's evidence because of the way we maintain custody. The database cannot be tampered with, and we pull the data, and so it's now enforceable. So this makes a huge difference in the ability to stop this kind of activity.
All right. Well, how do people find out about it? MyMobileWatchdog.com. What are they going to find on the website?
They can go to MyMobileWatchdog.com. They can download a free trial. I also want to add, we give the parents the ability to time block the device, to restrict which applications, to monitor what they and filter what they see on the internet, and so forth. But the important thing to know is whether they use My Mobile Watchdog or any other product that's out there, is that you must monitor, particularly in the ages up to and through age 14. You must monitor your kids to make sure that you can keep them safe.
Yeah, eyes on. Just as it's got to be the first tool that you use. But this sounds like it's, and I've already checked it out. By the way, it's downloading right now on my phone. So
great, fantastic.
All right, Bob. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for having me.
You bet. Bob Lotter there again with MyMobileWatchdog.com if you're interested in getting more information. It's also I have the iPhone version of it, so it's in the App Store right now. I assume it's on Google Play as well. But all the information